Hello my dolly dearies and welcome to another video. Now today I am back with a very special video for you as I am taking part in a Hatsune Miku collab hosted by Cherry Donuts over on Instagram to celebrate Hatsune Miku's birthday. I am somebody who's been a huge fan of Vocaloid, Miku, more so Gumi songs for a very long time, and I just never thought to make a Hatsune Miku doll. So I thought this would be the perfect time and the perfect excuse. I've decided to go with the fashion subculture JIRAI Hatsune Miku as somebody who absolutely adores JIRAI fashion. I even got the figure because she was just so cute. I'm so excited for this doll. So without any further ado, let's get on with the video. For this doll, we will be using Draculaura as a base. This is actually the first ever Monster High doll I ever customized, and I made her into a Yano Aishi around 4 or 5 years ago, which is insane to think. But I don't really want her in my collection anymore, so this is the perfect time to remake her. To begin, we can strip her of all of her old clothes, which have certainly seen better days over the years. I have definitely improved in all the time since I started. It'll be interesting to see her progression. And to begin, we can get started on her hair. I made all of these wefts and painted her head blue, intending to just stick them on, but I ended up actually giving her a reroute after all that. I was a bit short, so I had to colour some hair with Sharpie for the underside, but it's fine, it works. And with her Ori Rooter, we can put her hair into the hair burrito. And we can prime her with 2 coats of Mr. Super Clear to get started on her face up. She has a bit of staining, but since Ayano's look was very natural as well, the staining is very easy to cover. And I really want this Miku to have this kind of really pink, cutesy, soft, blushy moment, really leaning into the JIRAI aesthetic, with a lot of kind of pinkness and stuff beneath the eyes. I was debating on adding glitter to under her eyes, but the prize figure that I've got doesn't, so I decided to try and copy that to the best of my ability and try to copy out the face up the best I could. I began penciling in her eyebrows, which are very difficult to do. I always struggle with eyebrows. If anyone has any tips for them, always let me know. But I keep on going back and forth and erasing them with my kneaded eraser and drawing them on in chalk again until I get something which I'm happy with. I also add a lot of depth with reds to her lips and a lot more pink to her eye crease. I can then break out my watercolour pencils and begin to pencil in her eyebrows and other basic shapes on her face. I try to keep the eyebrows super duper thin and super duper fine to match the eyebrows which are on the figurine. And then with a pastel pink, I can go and begin plotting in the basics of her eye shape. Because Hatsune Miku and all these anime figures have quite big eyes, I was really having to break out of the eye mold and try and force it to do what I wanted, to have these adorable, glittery, pink, sparkly eyes. I always make sure to plot out the basics of the eye in a colour which is very similar to the blush tones I've laid down, so that if I do mess up, when I erase it or try to blend it out, it's a lot less noticeable than if I went straight in with a black pencil. Next, I take a super fine paintbrush and begin lifting some pigment from the pencil to help brighten parts of her eyes, and going back and forth with the pencils again. I can then begin to introduce some more colour into her eyes and define the eye shape a bit more now that I'm happy with it. I also begin to add a bit more dimension to her lips. I then take a white pencil to give her some highlights on her eyelid crease, nose and cupid's bow, and just beneath her eyebrows as well. Going on to the eyes again, I can continue to introduce darker colours to give them more definition and look more like the figurines. And continue going back and forth on the eyes. I think they ended up a bit too purpley, but I defined lots of little hearts, stars and speckles in them, which I tried my best to carry over from the figurine. I then can take a super duper fine paintbrush, lift some black pigment off my pencil and use it for some eyeliner. And with that, her face up's done. I make sure to gloss her eyes with some super duper shiny high gloss varnish. And with that all dry, we can remove her from the hair burrito. Then we can reattach her head to her body. I do this very slowly to try my best to not crack the face up. And we can then also get started on her hair. I really love all the glittery tinsely bits. I feel they add so much to her being so cute. Through some styling, we eventually get something which I'm happy with, and I also add a little heart hair thing. I'm not sure what it's called, at the top of her head. It turned out a bit big, but I still think it's quite cute. Now for her shoes. I've got these old Nifara shoes, I think they are, which fit perfectly over the stockings, so I cut the snakes off the back and add some clay to make them into my desired shape. With some clay, I also make the signature heart lollipop that this figurine has. With all the clay dry, I get started on her outfit. This entire outfit is made with patterns from Moonlight Falls sewing books. Make sure to go and check her out, link in the description below. And I also make a bunch of adorable bows and stuff with some small charms I got. With everything sewed together and painted, she's ready to get dressed. The skirt is just so adorable, and the little heart just turned out absolutely amazingly. Let's get her dressed, shall we? And with her all dressed, we can get on to the glamour shots. I am just so beyond in love with how she turned out. Everything from her shoes, to the lollipop, to the hair, to the outfit, it's all just so absolutely adorable. I'm a huge fan of Miku and a huge fan of JIRAI fashion, so I really want to do more projects with both of these things in the future. Are there any other Mikus that you'd like to see, or any other small kind of subculture fashions which you'd like to see me make into dolls? Let me know. Thank you guys all so much for watching the video. Please like, comment, subscribe and share if you did. Make sure to also go and check out all of my amazing collaborators. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and I shall see you all in the next one. Bye!